everybody. I want to share with you my life update. I haven't really been posting in the past few months because there were several series of events and situations that happened in my life, some good, some not so good, and it prevented me from really focusing on the things that bring me a lot of joy, which is this YouTube channel video. I said to you I was going to just give you an update on what's happening in my life, and I struggled with doing that, and so I'm going to try to put myself out there more in 2025, and I'm going to share with you some of the things that I've been going through. Now, I don't want any sympathy, I don't want pity, I just want to share a little bit about what's been happening, and so that's what this is all about. Some of you may know 3 years ago I lost my life partner tragically and all of a sudden, and that sent me for a huge loop. He was my biggest opponent, he was my biggest cheerleader and champion, and he was my buddy, and he was my partner, and he loved that I did these videos, and he encouraged me to continue to do that. It took me some time to grieve that loss. At the same time, I had several other losses, including I lost my mother. My father had passed several years prior, so she was my last parent, and that was real tragic for me. And I also lost my best friend when we were in college. So there was a series of events that happened to me that really sunk me into a deep hole. But creating these videos really helped tremendous with getting out of my grief. And this is all happening during COVID, so other people are going through their stuff as well. But creating these videos allowed me to do something productive that was, it distracted me, it gave me purpose, it gave me meaning. And so this channel is really, really important to me because it allows me to share with you some of my passions and loves that I used to hide under my bed. I used to take my jewelry and hide it in boxes, and no one knew that I had this love of these beautiful objects that brought me so much joy because I was ashamed. I was ashamed of showing it to people because I thought they would think that I was being frivolous, that I was spending money on things that other people would consider, things that I shouldn't be wasting my money on. And so there was a little bit of a shame to it, but John sort of brought that out of me. He said, these pieces should be shown. You shouldn't be hiding them. And so he bought me my beautiful curio cabinet. And from that point forward, he encouraged me to continue on this path. And so without him, it was really, really difficult. But I think about him often when I do these videos. I look above and I say, hope you're proud and happy. Holidays are very triggering for me. And I've overcome a lot of those triggers by enjoying the things that I have. One of the things I did was, buy this pink Christmas tree and filled it up with all my jewelry, my brooches. And it gave me so much pleasure and joy. People really seem to like it a lot. They come to my home just to see my tree. And so that brings me a lot of peace and during the holiday time.
I also started to do other things that bring me joy, such as cooking. Here, Sophie and I made this amazing floral focaccia. We had such a blast putting this focaccia together, and take a look at how beautiful it came out. Oh my goodness, this is such a fabulous idea. It speaks to my heart of florals, and I'm so glad that I started to cook again.
Also, tragically, that bunny passed away, and that was a very triggering moment for me because she was my comfort animal. She really, really brought me, I'm going to start crying, a lot of joy. Losing that bunny hurt a lot. And I also lost Lila, my cat. So again, it just sunk me into a bit of a grief. But I persevered because I am by nature a positive person. I'm an upbeat person.
This is a good segue to introduce you to my new cat, Mr. Jasper, pray tell. And he is a bodega cat. He was actually born outside in the streets behind my best friend's place of business. And he brought him over to my house and opened the box, and out jumped Jasper. He was a feral cat. It took quite a few months to get him to really take to me, and now we are besties, and I love Jaspirito. What are you doing with my pinky? This guy right here is named Jasper. Jasper. Jaspirito, ¿qué tú haces? Jaspirito, leave old bird Leo alone. Allow me to introduce you to my grand puppy. This is my grandson, Lotto. My daughter adopted him. He is an amazing pet. His name is Lotto, and he is a Boston Terrier, I believe. That's what I think he is. Anyway, he is just a cutie pie. My home is filled with animals, and that's why I consider myself part of the Bronx Zoo. He is super duper cute, and we love him so much. Lotto, you like it? You having fun? He's a good boy.
My daughter came back to live with me for a short period of time. She was in a transitional point in her life. And my brother, who lives in Puerto Rico, came and lived with me as well. I was grateful to help my family members who needed it. And in that time, I ended up catching the flu, if you can believe that. And I got the shingles. I didn't get the shot, and so I ended up getting the shingles. I think it was a lot of the stresses that I was feeling. And so that set me back a little bit. So all these things were happening in the last several months, and it prevented me from doing the things that I loved so much, which were these videos. But what I did manage to do was to do these shorts, because they were quick snippets, and I was able to show my jewelry through my shorts. And I really ended up liking it more than I even realized. And part of it was because I really liked the idea of picking the right music to the jewelry. Coming up with cute little pieces of jewelry that are interesting, telling a short snippet story about the jewelry, and finding the music that goes fabulously well with the shorts really excited me. And so I was able to do a few of those, and I really started to really enjoy it. And that was the way I was getting, fed that joy of producing these videos. I'm a survivor. I've been through a lot in my life, and I don't think anything's gonna hold me back and shut me down. It may for a temporary, short amount of time, but I pick myself up and I look at the positives in life. I look at the silver lining, and I'm just a positive person by nature. I don't want to be sulking in the bed, although I did that. And I gave myself a little bit of a pity party, but I have some great friends who helped me through this tumultuous time. But no more pity party for me, no more sadness, nothing but good stuff.
With that in mind, I celebrated my birthday with my daughter and my friends. We had an amazing time. Here I am sporting the Frida Kahlo theme, and this gorgeous red dress I bought at the thrift store, silk and fabulous. And here are my friends that celebrated with me. My daughter put it together, and I couldn't have been more happy than that day.
And I am committed to this channel and to providing you with the videos that you deserve and the content in those videos. I have a few things that I've been thinking about. For example, let me pull this here. I have my card catalog, of ideas. This thing is getting full of different ideas that I have for videos. All right. And I also have electronic version of this. So sometimes I want to jot things down real quick, especially if I'm, in the middle of something I can't really get to my computer. I just jot it down. So I have two different ways of doing this. I have my card method and I have the electronic method. And so I started to build a content catalog, and I started taking some of these courses. Last year I took the Pearl Specialty course, so now I'm a Pearl Specialist, and I started honing in on those skills. I purchased books upon books. I spend most of my money on jewelry and books, although I'll tell you right now, my bills are always paid. So feeding myself and putting a roof over my head is a priority, and any extras, I do my jewelry. So I love my books, and my books give me great ideas. It's a great reference point, and I want to share more of my book reviews with you. I want to do more live videos as well as take you to the museums. New York has an incredible amount of museums, but I also go to other museums. I go to museums in Newark, in Philadelphia. I have a plan to go to a museum in Boston, and the Peabody, the FIT in Boston. And so I want to share those excursions with you as well. And I wanted you to get ready with me. I want to be able to pair up jewelry with clothes. Well, I don't want to tell you all my little secrets. So let me just do it. And you let me know if you like this. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot one of the most important things. I don't see myself as a reseller, although I know that that is something that I really, truly must put into the equation, because I'm overflowing with jewelry that I would really need to give it good homes, and just keep the pieces that I need for my content and my YouTube channel, and for this other project that I've really been taking into serious consideration, and that is learning modules. I want to do jewelry history in learning modules, whether it's to talk about different ethnic jewelry, whether to talk about different decades of jewelry, the Art Deco, retro, burlesque, mid-century, modern, 80s, different things like that, and maybe talk about ancient jewelry, different types of modules of learning for people who are interested in jewelry history, whether it's designers, whether it's resellers, whether it's people who are just collectors and buffs of jewelry, just people like myself as an example. That, I believe, is where my heart truly lies, is in the educational, historical part of jewelry. So that's a quick update about my life. I've been semi-MIA, and I feel so much better today. I think 2025 is going to be an amazing year for me, including opening my heart to love again. Yeah, I'm starting to consider bringing love back in my life again. So, there, I finally told you about what's been happening. Whew. I don't know why it was a little stressful to share that with you, but I'm glad I did. And let me know your thoughts, and share with me a little bit about your life. This way, we have this relationship where I get to know you, you get to know me, and I think that's going to build a better channel, I believe. So that's it, my loves. And with that, make sure you wear your beautiful vintage costume jewelry in good health. Make sure you leave me a comment, hit like, subscribe if you think the content is something watching, if you haven't already. And check out some of my shorts. I love you guys. Bye.
I'm wishing everyone a fabulously happy new year. Let 2025 begin.